Students, today we are going to start from where we have finished in the previous session. Student, in this session, we will do some basic questions, examples, theorems, which are important regarding to this chapter. So, let us begin with the chapter itself. Students, in this class, we will study trigonometric ratios of some higher angles and graph of trigonometric ratios. Up to 10th class, we knows the trigonometric ratios of 0 degree, 30 degree, 45, 60 and 90 degree of different trigonometric ratios. In this class, after study the reduction formula, now we can find the trigonometric ratios of angle which is higher than 90 degree. Here is the list of some trigonometric ratios. One thing is this, you have to remind this list at least from 0 to 90. If you memorize the list up to 180 degree, then it is very beneficial to solve questions quickly. So students, have a look to this table and memorize it. What is the value of sine 120 degree? We can find sine 120 degree by two methods. One, we reduce it as a 180 minus 60, and other, we write down sine 120 like sine 90 plus 30. As we know, this angle lies in the second quadrant. If we use the 180 minus theta, then according to the reduction formula, sine 180 minus theta, it will be sine theta. Means this is equal to sine 60, and as we know, the value of sine 60 is root 3 by 2. So the value of sine 120 is root 3 by 2. And in this category, reduction formula is sine 90 plus theta, and as we know, the value of sine 90 plus theta is cos theta. That's why it will become cos 30, and the value of cos 30 is root 3 by 2. So you can say the sine 120 degree is root 3 by 2. Let's take some other examples. Sine 135 degree. We can find sine 135, write down it as sine 180 minus 45, and by applying reduction formula, it will equal to sine 45 degree. The value is 1 by root 2. Now we are going to find some more angles like sine 300 degree. You can write 300 degree like 360 minus 60. Isn't it? It will become minus sine 60. As we know, the value of sine 60 is root 3 by 2. So the value of sine 300 is minus root 3 by 2. Now let's take some more examples also. Tan 300 degree. What is the value of tan 300? We can write it tan 360 minus 60. It is equal to minus tan 60, and the value is minus root 3. By using the reduction formula, we can find the trigonometric ratios of higher angles. Let's see some more examples also. Cos 330 degree. We can write down cos 360 minus 30 degree. It lies in the fourth quadrant. Cos is positive. It will become cos 30 degree. The value of cos 30 is root 3 by 2. You can say the cos 330 degree is root 3 by 2. So by this method, by using the reduction formula, we can find the trigonometric ratios of 225 degree, 240 degree, 270 degree, and many more trigonometric ratios. And we can also find the trigonometric ratios of the angles which are greater than 360 degree. Students, now we are going to study the graph of trigonometric function. First graph is y equals to sin x. We can draw the graph of y equals to sin x by using different values of x and find the value of trigonometric ratios by using the reduction formula of sine 180 minus theta, sine 360 minus theta, sine 360 plus theta, and so on. After getting the values of y, we can draw the graph of sin x, and it will like this. Here sine 0 is 0, sine 90 is 1, and sine 180 is 0. Sine 270 is minus 1, and sine 360 is 2 pi. This is the one period of the sin x. Sin x is a periodic function. As we are observing, the graph is defined for all x. That's why we can say that the domain of function is a real number. Means we can put minus infinite to infinite any number in the sin x and we can obtain the value of y. It is important thing, the value of y lies between -1 to 1. This is the range of the function. Means domain of the function is real number and range of the function is -1 to 1. And it is a periodic function with the period 2 pi. The graph of sin x is the continuous function. There is no broken part or break in the graph of the function. Means from -infinite to infinite, it is continuous graph. Students, second graph is y equals to cos x. After input the values of x, we find the value of y, and plotting the values of y on coordinate axis, we can draw the graph of y equals to cos x. As we know, the value of cos 0 is 1, cos pi by 2 is 0, cos pi is -1, cos 3 pi by 2 is again 0, and cos 2 pi is 1. The graph of the cos x can be obtained. This is also a periodic graph. The period is 2 pi. Domain of the graph is real number and range is just like sin x, it is -1 to 1. And by observing the graph, we can find that in the first quadrant, the cos theta is positive, cos x is positive. In second quadrant, cos is negative. In third quadrant, it is also negative. And fourth quadrant, it is again positive. And from 0 to pi, this is a decreasing graph. And from pi to 2 pi, it is increasing graph. And the period of the graph is 2 pi. Now students, third graph is y equals to tan x. As we know, the value of tan x is not defined when x is equal to pi by 2 and odd multiple of pi by 2. Means pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2. At all those points, the graph does not exist. Means it tends to infinite here. This is the broken part, you can say. That's why the domain of tan x function is all real number except the broken part. Means except the values of x at which function is not defined. And we can observe that the range of the function is -infinite to infinite. Means tan theta can take any values. Means you can say tan theta may be 20, maybe infinite, and so on, up to 99, 10 to power 10, etc. But somebody asked you sin theta is equal to 2. There is no such theta exists because the range of sin theta lies between -1 to 1 close interval, and the range of tan theta is -infinite to infinite. In the first quadrant, tan x is positive. This is the first quadrant. In second quadrant, tan x is negative. In third quadrant, again it is positive. And in fourth quadrant, it will negative. In the first quadrant, from 0 to 90, it is an increasing graph. And from pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, it is also increasing graph. This is the nature of graph y equals to tan x. At fourth number, y equals to cot x graph is here. On the different values of cot x, we can draw the graph of cot x like this. It is decreasing graph. This is the origin. At the cot 0 value is undefined, cot pi by 2 is 0, and cot pi, it is again undefined. This is also a periodic graph, just like tan x, and the period of tan x is same as cot x. The period of tan x is pi, and also the period of cot x is pi. Means both are the periodic graphs. Sin x and cos x is also periodic graph. The domain of cot x is not defined at the values of multiple of pi. Means pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, it is not defined. That's why domain of the graph y equals to cot x is the all real number except n pi. And as we are seeing here, the range is -infinite to infinite. Fifth number graph is y equals to cosec x. As we know, cosec x is the reciprocal of sin x. That's why the range of the graph is from -infinite to -1 union 1 to infinite. Means it cannot take the values between -1 to 1. The value of cosec 0 is undefined. Cosec pi is also undefined. That's why the domain of the graph y equals to cos x is all real number except n pi. It is also a periodic graph. and period of the cosec x is 2 pi. At the last, here is the graph of y equals to sec x. Sec x is reciprocal of cos x. As we know, cos 0 is 1, that's why sec 0 is also 1, and cos pi by 2 is 0. This is the reason that sec pi by 2 is undefined. This is also a periodic graph with the period 2 pi, and the range of the function is from minus infinite to minus 1 union 1 to infinite. And domain of the graph is all real number except odd multiple of pi by 2. Students, now we are going to study the trigonometric functions of sum of difference of two angles, or you can say trigonometric ratios of compound angles. Students, what is the value of sine a plus b? The value of sine a plus b, first of all, you have to understand it that it is not equal to sine a plus sine b. Means it is not simple multiplication here. The sine a plus b formula is the basic formula and all the formula derives from this formula. If we know the formula of sine a plus b, then by using reduction formula, we can find all the formulas of trigonometry. So you have to remember the formula of sine a plus b. The formula of sine a plus b is sine a into cos b plus cos a into sine b. It is listed here. And if we replace the angle b with the minus b, then we can obtain the formula of sine a minus b. In equation first, at each and every point where b is comes, we have to write minus b. It is sine a into cos of minus b plus cos a into sine of minus b. As we know, sine of minus theta is minus sine theta and cos of minus theta is cos theta. Then we can find that it is the sine a into cos b minus cos a into sine b. This is the formula number 2. Means here is the sum and difference of sine a plus b. Formula is sine into cos b plus cos into sine b for the sum and sine into cos b minus cos into sine b for the difference. Now from this formula we can obtain the formula of cos also. For that we have to replace angle b by 90 plus b. What happens? In the equation number first, we are going to replace b by 90 plus b. It is the a plus 90 plus b. It is equal to sine a into cos 90 plus b plus cos a into sine 90 plus b. What is the value of cos 90 plus theta? As we know, this angle lies in the second quadrant. In second quadrant, cos is negative and for the pi by 2, it is changed to the corresponding trigonometric ratio. Means it will become minus sine theta. It will reduce to sine a into sine b with a minus sign plus cos a into sine 90 plus theta. This angle lies in the second quadrant and it will become cos theta. Means it is cos a into cos b. Now sine 90 plus a plus b will become cos a plus b. The formula of a plus b is here. It is cos a into cos b minus sine a into sine b. Formulas of cos a plus b and cos a minus b are listed here. Cos a plus b is cos a cos b minus sine a sine b and cos a minus b is cos a cos b plus sine a sine b. These are the four fundamental formula. By using these formula, we can find these two formula also. Sine square a minus sine square b is equal to sine a plus b into sine a minus b, and cos square a minus sine square b is equal to cos a plus b into cos a minus b. So we have to learn these four fundamental formulas. Now students, here are two important formula of three angles, means sine a plus b plus c. These formula can be obtained by using two angles and apply the previous formula sine a plus b. Means let it is a d, and by supposing b plus c as a one angle, you can apply the formula of sine a plus d and then again apply the formula, and by this method we can obtain the formula of sine a plus b plus c, and similarly we can obtain cos a plus b plus c also. Students, by using the formula of sine a plus b and cos a plus b, we can find the formula of tan a plus b also. What is the formula of sine A plus B and cos A plus B. Sin A plus B is sin A into cos B plus cos A into sin B. Cos A plus B is cos A into cos B minus sin A into sin B. Equation number first and second. Now divide these two equations. We can find the tan A plus B, and it is equal to sin A into cos B plus cos A into sin B divided by cos A cos B minus sin A into sin B. Now we want to convert this right hand side into the tan. Then we have to divide numerator and denominator by cos A into cos B. After dividing the cos A into cos B, we can obtain it is tan A plus tan B upon 1 minus tan A tan B. This is the formula of tan A plus B. And in this formula, if we replace by minus B, then we can find the formula of tan A minus B also, which is tan A minus tan B upon 1 plus tan A tan B. And by using the reduction formula, we can obtain the formula of cot A plus B and cot A minus B also. And if we want to take the formula of tan A plus B plus C, then we can club these two angles and use the formula of tan A plus B and then simplify it, and we can obtain the formula of tan A plus B plus C also. It is tan A plus tan B plus tan C minus tan A tan B tan C upon 1 minus tan A tan B tan B tan C tan C tan A. It is called sum of angle tan taking 2 at a time. And if generalize this formula for the n angles, just like tan theta 1 plus theta 2 plus theta 3 plus dot 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 theta n, then it will become s1 minus s3 plus s5 minus s7 whole upon 1 minus s2 plus s4, where si denotes the sum of product of tangents of angles taken I at a time. And you can apply this concept to find this formula also. These are the basic formula of a tangent, and we can use these formula in different questions of trigonometric functions. Students, now we are going to solve some examples here. First example is prove that sin 45 plus a into cos 45 minus b plus cos 45 plus a into sin 45 minus b is equal to this. We are observing this question that this is an angle which comes here and here, both places. Means you can write this question like this: sin alpha into cos beta plus cos alpha into sin beta. This is the formula of sin a plus b, means sin alpha plus beta. What is the value of alpha? The value of alpha is 45 plus a and value of beta is 45 minus b. This will become sin of 90 plus a minus b. By using reduction formula, we can see that sin 90 plus theta is the cos theta, means this is equal to cos a minus b, hence proved. This is the RHS. Now students, let's see one more example. We have to prove that tan pi by 4 plus theta into tan 3 pi by 4 plus theta is equal to minus 1. What is the formula of tan a plus b? The formula of tan a plus b is tan a plus tan b whole upon 1 minus tan a tan b. Angle A is pi by 4 and angle B is theta. Tan pi by 4 plus theta is equal to tan pi by 4, the value of tan pi by 4 is 1 plus tan theta upon 1 minus tan theta. Similarly, we can find the value of tan 3 pi by 4 plus theta is equal to tan 3 pi by 4 plus tan theta upon 1 minus tan 3 pi by 4 into tan theta. The value of tan 3 pi by 4 is minus 1. It will become minus 1 plus tan theta whole upon 1 plus tan theta. Now we have to multiply equation number 1 and second. Then this is 1 plus tan theta upon 1 minus tan theta. This is multiply with tan theta minus 1 whole upon 1 plus tan theta. Cancel out it, and if we cancel out this, then it will become minus 1. It is RHS. Now students, let's see some practice problems. Problem number 1, 2 and 3. In problem number 1, sin alpha is given, it is 3 by 5 and cos beta is 5 by 3, and we have to find sin alpha plus beta. As we know, the formula of sin alpha plus beta is equal to sin alpha cos beta plus cos alpha into sin beta. The value of sin alpha is 3 by 5. We can find the value of cos alpha by using this triangle system, means it is 3, 5, this is angle alpha and it is 4. Cos alpha is 4 by 5. And by using triangle for the trigonometric ratio cos beta equals to 5 by 13, it is given that cos beta is 5 by 13. Now we are going to draw a triangle. Here angle is beta. It is 5, 13. The perpendicular is 12. Now sin beta is equal to 12 by 13. Now we can use the value of cos alpha and sin beta in this formula. The value of sin alpha and cos beta is given. Sin alpha is 3 by 5. Cos beta is 5 by 13 plus cos alpha, it is 4 by 5, and sin beta is 12 by 13. Your answer will be 15 upon 65 plus 48 upon 65. Now simplify it, it is 3 and it is 6. 63 upon 65 is our answer. Question number 2, you have to find the value of sin 105 degree. Sin 105 degree can be written as sin 60 plus 45 degree. Now apply the formula of sin into cos b, means sin 60 into cos 45, sin into cos b plus cos a into sin b. The value of sin 60 is root 3 by 2 and cos 45 is 1 by root 2. Cos 60 is 1 by 2 and sin 45 is 1 by root 2. Final result is root 3 plus 1 upon 2 root 2. Now students, problem number 3, prove that 1 plus tan a into tan a by 2 is equal to tan a into cot a by 2 minus 1 is equal to sec. Now we are going to take this setup and apply the formula of tan a as a sin a upon cos a, means it will become 1 plus sin a upon cos a into, it is sin a by 2 whole upon cos a by 2. After simplify it, it will become cos a into cos a by 2 is LCM and it is cos a into cos a by 2 plus sin a into sin of a by 2. Now simplify it, it is cos a minus b. What is the b? B is a by 2. Denominator is cos a into cos a by 2. Now numerator is cos a by 2 whole upon cos a into cos a by 2. Finally it is 1 upon cos a, and 1 upon cos a is equal to sec a. It is hence proved. Now we have to prove this is also equal to sec a. Now apply this system again. It is the sin a upon cos a into cot a by 2 is equal to cos a by 2 upon sin a by 2 minus 1. Now simplify it. It is LCM cos a into sin a by 2. Now simplify, it is sin a into cos a by 2 minus cos a into sin of a by 2. In numerator, there is a formula sin a into cos b minus cos a into sin b, means it is sin of a minus b. What is the b? B is a by 2 whole upon cos a into sin a by 2. Numerator is sin of a by 2 whole upon cos a into sin a by 2. Now simplify it. It will become 1 upon cos a and it is equal to sec a. Students, let's see transformation formula. Transformation formula can be obtained by using the formula of sin a plus b and sin a minus b. You have to memorize it, that what is the value of 2 sin A into cos B. 2 sin A into cos B is sin A plus B plus sin A minus B. And similarly, to cos A into sin B, sin A plus B minus sin A minus B. And to cos A into cos B, cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. And 2 sin A into sin B, cos A minus B minus cos A plus B. And from this formula, we can obtain the formula of C plus D also, means sin C plus sin D. For that development, we have to put the value of C is equal to A plus B and value of D is equal to A minus B. Now simplify it, we can find the value of A here. It is the C plus D is equal to 2A. A is equal to C plus D by 2. And similarly, B is equal to C minus D by 2. Means if A plus B is C and A minus B is D, then this is the sin C plus sin D, and it is equal to 2 sin A, which is C plus D by 2, and B, which is C minus D by 2, and formula will convert into 2 sin C plus D by 2 into cos C minus D by 2. Similarly, we can obtain sin C minus sin D, 2 cos C plus D by 2 into sin C minus D by 2. And cos C plus cos D is equal to 2 cos C plus D by 2 into cos C minus D by 2. And cos C minus cos D is equal to 2 sin C plus D by 2 into sin D minus C by 2. Recall it, it is D minus C by 2. Got it? Because here is the A plus B, which is C, and it is the A minus B, that is D. Got it? We have to memorize the list of transformation formula. Let's see one more example. We have to prove that sin 8 theta into cos theta minus sin 6 theta into cos 3 theta whole upon cos 2 theta into cos theta minus sin 3 theta into sin 4 theta is equal to tan 2 theta. Now we have to apply the formula of 2 sin A into cos B. What is the formula of 2 sin A into cos B? It is sin A plus B plus sin A minus B. For that, we have to multiply numerator and denominator by 2. Means it will become 2 sin 8 theta into cos theta minus 2 sin 6 theta into cos 3 theta whole upon 2 cos 2 theta into cos theta minus 2 sin 3 theta into sin 4 theta. Now what is the value of 2 sin A into cos B? It is sin A plus B, means 9 theta, sin A plus B plus sin A minus B, it is 7 theta, minus, there is also formula sin A into cos B, it is sin A plus B 9 theta, sin A plus B plus sin A minus B, it is 3 theta whole upon 2 cos into cos B is cos A plus B, it is the cos 3 theta plus cos A minus B, it is 2 theta, minus theta means theta, minus 2 sin A into sin B, it is cos of A minus B, means 3 theta minus 4 theta, minus cos A plus B, 3 theta plus 4 theta. Now simplify it, it will become sin 9 theta plus sin 7 theta minus sin 9 theta minus sin 3 theta whole upon cos 3 theta plus cos theta minus cos theta plus cos 7 theta. Now we have to simplify it. Sin 9 theta and sin 9 theta cancel out, and here cos theta and cos theta cancel out. It will become sin 7 theta minus sin 3 theta whole upon cos 7 theta plus cos 3 theta. Now what is the formula of sin C minus sin D? The formula of sin C minus sin D is 2 cos C plus D by 2 into sin C minus D by 2. And what is the formula of cos C plus cos D? It is 2 cos C plus D by 2 into cos C minus D by 2. Now we can observe that it is cancel out, and it is sin 4 theta by 2 means sin 2 theta upon cos 2 theta, and this is equal to tan 2 theta, hence proved.